G'day folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's video is going to be, it's a lesson part 2 I guess. I released a video just a week or two ago and it's the first one I've actually called a fishing lesson, and it was about the elements in relation to how I prepare to go fishing. Today I'm going to break down a couple of those elements, put them together and just show you how the elements create an environment where you're more likely to catch fish.
Well, the weatherman has the next 3 days, which are my days off, as 20 knots. You wouldn't know it. It's certainly not 20 knots at the moment. It's supposed to blow up, so that's why we're up the river.
There are so many sheltered areas here. It's just unbelievably good fishing when the weather's a little bit off. It's one of my go-to places when I've got the wind up. If you get anything out of this video, make sure you hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. Let's get on with it.
So the aerial view of the area that we're fishing in shows lots of bends. There'll be a lot of eddies, a lot of deep holes in these bends. But most of all, in poor weather, you'll find a particular bank, you'll be covered and the wind will go over your head. So still comfortable to fish. You're still most likely going to catch yourself a feed, even if the weather's poor. To find the places like this, Google Maps is a great source. So crank up the internet, get onto Google Maps and start doing some exploring. If you're looking for an application, it costs a little bit of money, but an application called Navionics that'll also help you with the areas and the surrounds and the terrain.
It's pretty much a fairly standard retrieve that a lot of people use, and that's a slow roll along the bottom and the occasional flick with a bit of a hop off the bottom. Jordan doesn't do that, and lately he's been absolutely cleaning up. He throws it out, lets it get to the bottom, and he does his slow roll with a twitch, keeps it on the bottom, just makes it dart. And as it darts along the bottom, he's managing to score more flatty than me, that's for sure. And certainly better quality as well.
One of the things I like most about areas like this
Is the amount of cover you can get regardless of which way the wind's blowing. You get a strong southerly and you can get cover on the southern side. It'll blow over the top of your head. You get a strong northerly and vice versa. It really does lend itself to bad weather fishing this area. So in a perfect world, the wind and the current will be travelling in the same direction, and in that case you spot lock with the cover, so the wind's blowing over the top of your head, you throw into the wind and let your bait come back with the breeze and with the tide. When the gods are against you and you have opposing wind and tide, well then you spot lock out a little bit from the cover, you throw in under the mangroves and retrieve back to your boat sideways to the wind and the current.
3.5 metres, we want to be fishing closer to the bank. Up there it's about 400. It'd be good to be able to pull it along the bank. Yep. Instead of just off it. Cover more of that bank.
Oh, yep.
Go you good thing. We got a southerly breeze today, and at the moment we're fishing the northern side of the pine, and this on the northern side we've just moved over here, and it's incredible the difference. We had such good protection from the cover on the southern side because it was a southerly, it was going right over the top of us. Now on the northern side you can really feel that, yeah, it's not a strong breeze, but there's definitely a breeze there.
There are some definite advantages fishing sheltered areas in bad weather. One of them is very few people fish, so you're on your own most times, which is great when you want to creep along these edges, find the best spots and know that nobody's been there for the past couple of hours, so the fish are settled, the fish aren't spooked, and you've got a way better chance of picking up a feed. One of the things I look for as I move along these edges are flat and muddy areas where I know there's going to be worms and fish holding, small fish holding, looking for the worms and the little bugs, because the bigger predators will be after those smaller fish.
Oh, that was a good cast. Yep. Oh yeah. Right up against that mud wall.
Another spot is fishing underneath the mangroves. So find yourself good shaded cover where the shade is only just over the top of the water line, and you throw or skim your bait up under the mangroves into that area and just let it waft around the mangroves before retrieving it back from that shaded area.
There's going to be something in this shade over here. Have a look at that. How good does that look? Just got a brim touch then. Yeah, I'm on. Oh, it's brim or trevally. I think it's brim. Oh, there's another brim with it. That's not a bad brim. Look at that. That's all right.
As we move toward the mouth of this creek system that runs off the main river there, the closer you get to the mouth, the busier you'll find, the bigger predators will be. A lot of the smaller bait fish, the herring and the prawns, will hang around the corners and the edges and along the sheltered areas that run down from the mouth. The predators will hunt those in those areas.
See how, if you have a look at the sounder, see how it's gone up? So you take it up to a...
Oh, I had to sneeze too.
I'll get out of your way. It's coming this way. You've got around that side. Get out of your way.
I can't believe I sneezed to catch this.
I'll get the net.
It was on a big plastic.
I reckon this is a good flatty.
Heavy.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen anything. It's on pretty tough to drag.
Yeah, okay.
I did just tighten it though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, trevally. Trevally.
Another one.
It's a good one too. So no, don't wind it any further. Swim it in if you can. There you go. That's a good trev, that one. A very good trev. Oh, he'd go a kilo, that.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty heavy.
It's Procure Yabby. Saltwater Yabby Nipper. Put a line like that, give it a rub around. Makes it smell yummy. Actually, really does smell yummy. So good I could eat it. Yeah! Right at the boat. It's only a little... Oh, it's a flatty. Oh, it's legal too.
Oh.
That's 42, 43.
Oh, yeah.
Been a long time between drinks, but that was first cast with the plain old pearl in the Slim Swim 3-inch. Getting close to a feed, just need the one more.
Well, we covered a little bit in this video, a bit on wind direction and finding cover, a bit on the retrieve, a bit on putting it under the cover. Hope you got something out of this video. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.